Alright, what up YouTube? It's your boy J Mega. Here with another video review. I just want to talk about the Grammy performances for a little bit. And I'm gonna say my top three, because there were only really three performances that I actually really cared about. I really like. Number one. No, actually, let's start with number three. Number three, I think was probably the Jamie Foxx performance where it was like him. I didn't even know he was performing, but it was like him and T-Pain was in the back with the crazy, like George Washington hair, and then he just turns around, rips that off, and then you got Dougie Fresh and Slash. It's just really cool performance. It just reminded me of how the VMAs used to be and how good, how basically, you know what it exactly reminded me of? It almost reminded me of exactly of I don't know if any of y'all remember, but P Diddy's performance at the VMAs a while ago when he brought like Busta Rhymes and Missy and all this other stuff. So it was really cool. Um, okay, so that was number three. Number two. Number two best performance. I think honestly, even though I'm really not feeling her vibe as an artist. Lady Gaga and Elton John, especially because, hey, respect Elton John. That man is a lyrical genius. I mean that man is one of the greatest musicians of all time. Gay, straight, whatever. I mean, the man's still a lyrical genius. So, but that performance was pretty fucking cool, and it really didn't make sense at first when I first saw it, but after really thinking about it, like it makes perfect sense for those two to actually do a performance together because I mean their fans are very well into the gay community. For one, they're both very eccentric artists. They're both people that I think people look more so at the outside of them than their actual talent. Not so much with Elton John now because we kind of know the man can sing, and write good music. Um, and number one performance was definitely Pink, dude. If you have not seen this performance, you need to just after this video is over, look that shit up. The Pink performance was amazing. It was awesome. I mean, it was like some Cirque du Soleil type shit where she was like spinning and singing at the same time. Hey, don't, hey, you stop that. Where she was singing, spinning around. She almost looked like she was butt naked, had like water dripping off her. It was like a wet dream almost, man. It was awesome. So that was amazing. Um, Definitely number one performance. That's one of the best Grammy performances I think I've ever seen. Now for the performances that I thought. Now here's my top three worst performances. Number three, I would say is Forever without Kanye, and that's the only reason why I did not like the performance. It didn't have Kanye, and it sucked. It's like I'm sorry, I'm tired of all this crap being pulled towards Kanye about the fact that he, didn't, yeah, he said whatever to Taylor Swift. You know what? Whatever. Fuck it. It's like, hey, so the man said something. So the man said what was on his mind. Is that, reason to chastise him? Please. Number two. Number two, I honestly have to say, was the Michael Jackson tribute. And I'll say this, don't hate, but it's only because Earth Song is my favorite Michael Jackson song of all time. And the power, every time I listen to that song, I feel his energy. I feel the power, the passion in that song. I didn't feel it with the people that were singing. And Smokey Robinson, even though he's great, he kind of threw it off when he was singing it. So I don't know. I just didn't think all that much about it. Um, I didn't think it was all that good. And the number one worst performance of the Grammys of 2010 has to be Beyonce. And I'm sorry, I've been saying it time and time again. Beyonce is not as talented as people like to say she is. Because the girl, number one, the girl cannot dance. That is not dancing that she does. That is gyrating on stage. Like telling people that it's just not. It's just anybody can do that. I mean, come on, seriously. So whatever. And the fact is, and all the bodyguards. What was the point of that? They all did like some little synchronized thing, for 2 seconds, and then they all walked off. I just didn't get it. So I'm sorry. I thought the performance very lackluster. The fact that she, sang, I think it was Alanis Morissette song in there. I was like, girl, don't even try it. Like, I'm sorry, B, don't try it. So, so that's my review of the Grammy performances, top 3 best, top 3 worst, and there you go. So you too keep up with your boy. Peace.